Hello and welcome. Now we are going to build a fun shooting game. Alright, let me click on the green flag and show you how it should work. Balloons should start coming up from the bottom. Okay, and at the same time, the gun's telescope or crosshair will follow the movement of the mouse pointer. Now, when we click on a balloon, it should disappear. And each time a balloon is hit, the score should increase. As you can see, every successful hit updates the score on the screen. Alright, so that's the game we are going to create step by step. So let us start. Alright, let us start. Now, first, I will delete this sprite and create a sprite on my own. Okay, I will click on this and select paint. Now, here I will click on this circle, and while holding shift button on the keyboard, I will draw a circle like this. Okay, I do not want this circle to be filled with any colors, so I will go to fill and click on this. Okay, now you can see this here. Let me zoom in. Okay, you can see this here, correct? So this is where the center of the sprite will be. So I will click on this and move it such that the center of the circle that I drew and this center coincides. Okay. Next, I will select circle and draw one more circle like this while holding the shift key, and I will leave it here. I will click this and I will drag it and leave it like this. Okay. Next, I will select line, and while holding shift key, shift button, I will draw a line like this. Okay. And now I will select this and move it here. And now I will copy this by pressing Ctrl and C on the keyboard, or by clicking copy button here, and I will click on paste to paste a copy of it. I will place it here. I will select line and draw a line like this by holding shift key. Holding shift key makes it straight. Okay, and I will move it like this, and I will copy and paste it and move it here. Okay, so this is enough for me. All right, so this is my sprite. All right, now let me come to code. Okay, we will write codes for this sprite, but before that, let me select the backdrop. I will select desert. Okay, yes, so this is our sprite which we can move. Okay, we can reduce the size of it also. Let me give 75. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, now I will go to events section and drag this when flag clicked block. I will zoom in so that you can see it properly. Now what should happen with this sprite? This sprite should follow the mouse pointer. So if I move my mouse like this, then this sprite should follow my mouse pointer, right? So I will go to motion and select go to random position, and here I will change random position to mouse pointer. Okay, and then I will bring in the forever block and place it like this, and then I will attach it here. So this means when the flag is clicked, continuously go to the mouse pointer. Okay, so let me click on the green flag and check the effect. So you can see that the sprite follows the mouse pointer. Okay, I will stop this. Next, what should happen? Next, if or when I click the mouse button, then it has to shoot. Okay, now here we will use a sound. All right, so let me go to sound and I will drag this block here. Play sound pop until done. I will let it be pop. You can select any other sound if you want. Next, I will go to control and I will drag this if then block. And here in sensing, we have mouse down, meaning if mouse is clicked, meaning mouse button is clicked. If I left click, okay, that is what this means. If mouse button is clicked, then play this sound. Okay, that is what this means. So I will have this inside forever block. All right, so let me run this and check. So it is moving according to my mouse pointer, and when I click, you can see pop sound is being played. Yes, so this is working fine. For now, I will stop this and I will remove this and place it here. Okay, because I do not want it to play each and every time I click. Okay, we will put this inside at the end. Okay, now let us proceed and bring in our next sprite. I will go to choose a sprite and select balloon. Okay, now let me show you the clone option. Okay, I will go to events and I will drag when flag clicked. Okay, when flag is clicked, I want a clone of this balloon to be created. So here in control section, we have create clone of myself. Now what is a clone? Clone is nothing but a duplicate of this sprite. Okay, so what I am saying here is when this green flag is clicked, create one more balloon. Okay, create a clone of myself. Now here myself means the sprite that we have selected, that is balloon. Okay, so I will put it here and I will say wait 1 seconds. Okay, and I will have this inside forever block. All right, now what this means is when green flag is clicked, create a clone of this balloon, wait 1 second, create one more clone, wait 1 second, create one more clone, wait 1 second, and so on. Meaning clones of this or duplicates of this will be created forever. Okay. Next, what do we want to do? I will select when I start as a clone block. Okay. Meaning when a clone is created, what should happen? Okay. So I will show you this with go to random position block. Okay. See what happens. Now we have our balloon here. Let me place it here. See what happens. I will click on the green flag and you can see duplicates of this balloon are being created and they are moving to random position on the stage. Correct? Let me stop this. So here what I am saying is when a clone is created, go to random position. Okay. So each time a clone is created, it goes to a random position on the stage. Okay. So I will remove this. I do not want this. I just wanted to show you what happens. So I will put it back here. Okay. I want it to go to a random position but with fixed y. Okay. So go to random x value, but the y should be fixed because the balloon must always come from down. Okay, must always come from down. So let me fix the y value to minus 170. Okay, minus 170. And the x value should be random. So I will go to operators and bring in pick random block. I will put it here and enter minus 220. The range is from minus 240 to 240. So I will enter 220 to 220. Okay. Now let me put it here and you can see what happens. I will click on the green flag and you can see every time a clone is being created and it starts or it goes to the bottom of this stage. Okay. Yes. So let me stop this. Let me make this 180 itself. Okay. Next, after a clone is created and after it goes to random x value and minus 180 y value, it has to move up. Correct? It has to move up. And for that, we use or we will use glide 1 second to some x and some y value. Okay. So I will put it here. And here the x value will be the x value selected by this. Okay. Go to x. We have asked Scratch to pick a random number between this and this value. Correct? So whatever x value is selected here, this block should maintain that, meaning it has to glide in the same x value. Okay. And for that, I will go to x position and put it here. Okay. Next, what should be the y value? It has to move up. Correct? It has to move up. And you know that above it is positive y values. So here I will enter 170 or 180 is also fine. So let me keep 180 itself. Okay. Now let me click on the green flag and you can see, yes, you can see balloons are going up. Okay. But there is a problem here, which is this. So this is the original sprite. and what are going up are the clones of this. Now I do not want this to be here. Okay, I want it, but I do not want it to appear here. And so I will go to looks and I will select hide and put it here. When flag is clicked, hide the balloon and create or start creating clones. So let me click on play and you can see when flag is clicked, it is hidden. But the problem here is the clones are hidden too. Clones are being created and they are going, but they are hidden. I want the clones to appear. I want only the original one to be hidden. And so I will use show here. Okay. I want to hide the original balloon, but the clones must be visible. So let me click on the green flag and see the result. All right. So it is working fine. Okay. Now, what should be done? When the balloon moves to this point, it has to disappear. And so we will go to control section and we will use delete this clone block. I will attach it here. Okay. So what happens is when a clone is created, it will appear. It will go to random x value, but minus 180 y value, then glide up and then disappear. Okay. So let me run this. Yes. So it is working fine. As soon as it moves to the top, it disappears. Okay. Now let me stop this and add a few more functionalities. Now this balloon has three colors, correct? Blue, yellow and purple. Now let us change the colors of the balloons randomly. Okay. I will go to looks and use this switch costume to block. Now here we have balloon 1C, 1A, 1B, but I want the color to be selected randomly. So I will go to operators and drag in pick random. Okay. There are three costumes. One is this, two is this, three is this. So here I will enter 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I will put it here. And I will use it here. Okay. Now let me click on the green flag. So we have blue, we have purple, we have yellow. Okay. We have balloons of all three colors and they are selected randomly. Okay. Let me stop this now. Now here glide 1 seconds. We can also change this. Okay. We can have pick random and then put it here. Okay. And here we can have 0.5 to 3 seconds. Okay. Now some balloons will move quickly and some will move slowly. So that makes this game interesting. Okay. So let me click on the green flag and you can see some move slowly and some move very quickly. Right. So we can have this also. Let me stop this. Next, we need to keep a score when we hit. Correct? But then we have not written any codes for hitting the balloons. Let us do that now. For that, I will go to control section and drag in when I start as a clone block. And now I will drag wait until block and then go to operators and bring in and block. Okay. Now what should happen? Mouse should be clicked and mouse pointer should be touching balloon. That is what is meant by hitting. Correct? So I will go to sensing and bring in mouse down and put it here. Okay. And then I will bring in touching mouse pointer and put it here. Okay. When mouse is clicked and when the balloon is touching the mouse pointer, that is what this means. I will put it here and I will attach it here. Okay. So when I start as a clone, wait until mouse is clicked and balloon is touching the mouse pointer. And when that happens, I will go to control and I will bring delete this clone. So I will click on, I will not click, I will drag and attach it here. Okay. Meaning when we hit a balloon, it must disappear. So delete this clone. Okay. So let us try it out. I will click on the green flag and yes, I am hitting and some I am not hitting. Those that I am not hitting are going up and the ones that I am the ones that I am hitting are disappearing. All right. So it is working fine. All right. Next, let us keep a score of the number of balloons hit. Okay, let us count it. For that, we have to go to variables and create a variable. I will click on make a variable and enter score and hit OK. Okay, so score is here. Now, when should the score update? When this happens, correct? When we hit a balloon. So I will bring in change my variable by 1 and change this to score and put it here. Okay. Now let me click on the green flag and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see the score being updated. I will stop it and I will start once again. But now the score continues from 5, meaning every time we start the game, the count should be set to 0. So I will bring set my variable to and place it here and change this to score. Okay. So let me click on the green flag now. The score is set to 0 and we are counting the number of hits. All right. Yes. So this is our game.